So when you hear that sound, you know that it means that your attention is coming back to me. It also means that if you're writing something, the cap goes on your marker, okay? So that signals two things. I need your attention back, and also that you want the cap back on the marker. So if you tell that person next to you, thank you for following directions as you see them cap the marker. And then hold up your switchboard. Let's see those good ideas that you had. And then look at someone else's ideas. You hold yours up. Try and look at someone else's. What's cool about a switchboard is you can see through them, right? I see a lot of back and forth. I like that. Okay, a lot of teamwork. Thank you. You can put your boards down. So as we do some of our teamwork today, I want you to be thinking about communication. How do we communicate that back and forth with someone that I'm working with? We talked about yesterday, and I put it up on our work with someone chart. You said it looks like we work as a team. If I'm working with someone as a team, it's going to look like we're huddled together, right? It's going to look like we're sticking together. It's going to look fun. I might high five, right, to show that, hey, all right, that was a good idea. Hey, good try, right? A team sticks together. Their body shows that they're doing something together because they're all involved in it. Today we're going to look for what does it sound like? What does it sound like when you're working with a team? So as I invite you back to your team table, I have a new challenge for you to help us think about what should it sound like when we work as a team. So as you stand up, make sure you have your resources with you. They can even go right back inside the pocket. And I'll give you your team challenge. We'll be back in 10, 9, 7. And as you're noticing your resources, someone has forgotten an eraser, a switchboard, and a marker. It might be someone who's out of the room, but just make sure you have your resources. Thank you for being team helpers. And you'll erase your board in 5. You'll erase your board in 4. I should see you erasing your board in 3. Your board should be blank in 2. There should be nothing on it in 1. And hold it up to show me it's clean. Thank you. Are you ready for your team challenge? So this is the first part of it. Will you remind me who your shoulder partner is by putting your elbow next to that person? Because we're going to start off working with that shoulder partner. Remember that you're looking around your team to say, does it make sense? So this time, Cameron, you can try to come sit next to Jillian because or Frankie isn't right. There you go. And that would work. Okay, so I want you to turn to your shoulder partner, and I want you to ask them this question. How do we communicate? Answer that. How do we communicate? Talk to that person next to you. How do we communicate? So as I was eavesdropping, which teachers always do, right? Always eavesdropping and listening to what you're saying. I heard you talk about these things. When I asked you, well, how do we communicate? I heard some of you say things like, well, we talk. We talk back and forth. We do things like text, right? You text on your phone, or maybe even your iPad or something like that. Well, we call, right? We use our cell phones or our house phone to call. We communicate in that way. Typing. Oh, I forgot my P, didn't I? I have time. That would be a funny way to communicate. We type, right? We may do some typing on the computer, send an email. My challenge is connected to that. My challenge for you and your shoulder partner, can you communicate without talking using an item from your desk? Now, before you go into your desk, here's the planning part. I want you to think about what's in your desk. Can you visualize all those things in there? You're thinking about the books, the pencils, maybe the trinkets you brought from home that your teacher doesn't know is in there, right, that you play with. You're thinking, what do I have in my desk that I could use to work with that shoulder partner to communicate a message? Gosh, that's a tough one. So I want to see you take your marker and your switchboard and start drafting some ideas for me. Right? Don't take anything out of your desk yet. Don't let anyone see, right? Because you don't want to give away your good idea. I want to see you drafting like a blueprint, or like an engineer would draft a plan. Think about those things in your desk and give me some examples of things you could use to communicate a message without talking. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do that, looking at our clock. On your switchboard, draft a plan for me. Sketch out a plan. Kind of like how you're diagramming during writing workshop, right? You're thinking about how could this thing do something or teach someone something. So really you're sketching for me a diagram in a way, because you're saying, here's this one item. What could it do to communicate a message? Watching our clock. In about 15 seconds, you'll be sharing that plan with the shoulder partner you'll be creating that thing with to see, all right, what are our things we're going to use? And cap your markers in 5, 3, 2. Directions. You remember that means to cap your marker if you're using it too. So our work with someone anchor chart has what you talked about yesterday. If I work with someone that looks like we're close together, okay, would you show me what would it look like if you're close together with your shoulder partner? It'd be a little mini huddle, right? Okay, not too close, but close enough. You'd have fun faces. Can you show me a fun face of your shoulder partner? Can you show me a high five? You said that we might huddle together like a team. Right? You can lean in, okay? And it could be a lean, right? And you said that we're going to stick together. So if something gets hard, we're going to figure out a way to solve it. We're not going to give up. Now I want you thinking about, well, what's it going to sound like? How are we going to communicate a message without talking? That's quite the opposite, isn't it? So turn to your shoulder partner and have a quick conversation with them. What are we going to use to make this invention, this thing that's going to communicate a message without us talking? So you can talk right now, but when the challenge starts, you can't. Have a quick 1 minute conference. What are you going to do? 20 seconds for your conference. So as you go in and out of the room too, you might have a partner come in or out, so make sure that you're communicating to them what the challenge is or where you're at. Bless you. Because that would be part of a sounds like, right? If my teammate or partner goes out of the room, you would hear me give them the direction, right? I'd update them on what we're doing. So that definitely is part of what it sounds like to work with someone. So now you have the challenge. You will have just 4 minutes. 4 minutes to take one thing out of your desk and working just with that shoulder partner without talking. Can you create something that could communicate a message if you could actually put it into production? So I'll give you a clue. Think about things that tap. Think about things that could move. Think about things that do more than what they were built to do. That's what engineers do, right? They take a regular thing and turn it into something different. So looking at your clock, and I'll set my timer, you have 4 minutes to work with just your shoulder partner to pull one thing out of your desk each to create something that could transmit a message. Go for it.